Back in 2012, I was a university student doing a master's degree in English, but I also had a full-time job. I worked as a junior sub-editor at the Daily Star, the largest English newspaper in our country. So one day I was working, editing a report like always, and in that report there was this word. Excuse me, let me grab my marker. So in that report, one of the words was this, equipments. Now I edited many things, but I did not edit this word. I just kept the word as it was. So as it was standard practice, once I was done editing, I submitted the report to the revision editor. The revision editor was a skinny, wise man. When he read through my report, he crossed out the S, like so. I felt somewhat ashamed that I had failed to spot this mistake, but it was a lesson for me. From that day onward, I've never forgotten the fact that equipment is uncountable. You cannot add an S to the word. Okay? All right, let's move on to the next word. Informations. I've seen I've heard some people using informations, using the word, the letter S and pluralizing. So just like the last word, information is also uncountable. We should never say informations, okay? We can say a piece of information or a bit of information. That's fine, but we should never say informations. Or you can use the word some. Give me some information. Next, feedbacks. So feedback is also an uncountable noun. If a word is uncountable, we cannot add an S to make it plural. Okay? We can say a piece of feedback, or we can say some feedback. Okay? So I think you are seeing a pattern here. Remember the word piece. And then we can use many of these words after that phrase, make it work like a countable noun. But we have to use a qualifier like that. The teacher gave the students some feedback. Never say feedbacks, okay? Next, we have advices. Just like the previous items, S should never be used. We can say a piece of advice. My friend gave me some advice. We can use the word some, we can use the phrase a piece. Okay, next we have trainings. I have heard many people saying trainings. I have heard even native speakers of English saying trainings. But strictly speaking, this is incorrect. Training is uncountable. But there is a trend towards using it countably. So maybe in 50 years from now or 100 years from now, this word may be considered as a countable noun, in which case it will be correct to say a training or 3 trainings. But as of now, it's best not to use trainings. You can say a course of training. Okay, if you are a purist, you will listen to me. Next, we have transports. So transport is also an uncountable noun, and we should not use S after that. For example, rickshaws are a popular mode of transport in Dhaka streets. So you can say a mode of transport, you can say a form of transport, and so on. You can say public transport, but transport. Don't say transports. Transportation means the same as transport. Transportation is used mainly in the United States, while transport is used in Great Britain. All right, moving on. Leaves. So by leaves, I do not mean these leaves. I mean time off. A period of time when you don't have to work. Okay. So holiday. At work, at the office, we often apply for leave. So we should say apply for leave. I applied for 3 days leave. We should not say I applied for 3 leaves or 4 leaves. Okay, that sounds really terrible when you say that as an English learner. Next, damages. This word is also uncountable. So damage can be physical or emotional, but there is a word with the S in the plural form, damages, but that has a different meaning. Okay. All right. Next, we have researches here. ES should be crossed out. Research is also uncountable. We can say a piece of research, a body of research, but we should not say researches. Next, we have furnitures. Okay, so furniture is also uncountable. If you are talking about a chair or a table, you can either use those names just like I did right now, or you can say a piece of furniture. Okay, a piece of furniture. So never use S with the word furniture. Next, we have works. Oh boy, this is a big one. I've seen many professionals, even people who are proficient in English, making this mistake. Okay, they often say works. Please finish all your works. That's such a terrible mistake. Okay, we should never use S in this way. Yes, work can sometimes be a countable noun in certain situations. For example, works of art or literary works, construction works. But 9 times out of 10, work is uncountable. So unless you are 100% sure that you are able to use an S, please don't do it. Okay. Next, we have musics. So just like the other items, music. So just music. I love music. Did you hear that piece of music? You can say again, this phrase becomes relevant. You can say a piece of music. Softwares. Now, software is also uncountable. We should never say softwares. Again, you can say a piece of software. CapCut is a piece of software. Next, we have stuffs. We use the word stuff when we don't want to name any particular things, or when the name is not important. So please get your stuff and leave. Get your stuff and leave. We talked about all that stuff. So we should never use the letter S to make it plural. Keep it uncountable. Keep it in its singular form. So if you've learned anything new, please subscribe to my channel and be with me.